Hi ladies! Welcome to Christine's launch party. I'm super excited to be here. I'm gonna do a demonstration for you tonight. I've been having some technical difficulties lately with my internet, so if you are just joining, if you can just comment, let me know that you are here and that you're able to see me and hear me okay, and then just let me know that the picture quality is okay as well. So I'll just wait a couple of minutes here for some people to join us, and we'll get started. Hello, hello, hello. Happy hump day. Who's on here? Just say hello. Hey, Alyssa. Hi, Tina. Talking about my internet technical difficulties. If you see me going blurry or if I'm glitching or anything, just let me know. Just comment hello if you're here so we can see who's all joining us this evening. Jay actually hardwired my connection tonight, so we're hoping that this solves our internet problem and that you guys can see me okay. So let me know how the picture quality is. Please, somebody. Okay, so while we're waiting for some people to join, I will just introduce myself. So my name is Kristen McInnes, and I am a wife. Actually, it's my anniversary today. And I'm also a mom. I have a 1-year-old son who I love. He is sleeping right now. I just got him to bed. I always do these things at 8 because I never know with him if he's gonna make it or not. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for joining. So I got involved with Senegence back in February. A friend of mine was actually selling it. She's on here tonight, Alfie, aka Alyssa. And I saw her doing these videos live on Facebook of her putting on lipstick. And I knew Alyssa in high school, and I never really knew her to be one to wear a lot of makeup. She played a lot of sports like I did. Sorry to kind of tell your story, Alyssa, but to me, seeing her do that, I was like, this is a little bit strange to me. She doesn't strike me as the kind of person who would be selling something like this unless it was like a legit product and that it actually worked. So I reached out to her and I put in an order because I had to give it a try. I trusted her. I knew that if she was backing it, it had to be good. So I put in an order for 3 colors of LipSense, got my starter pack, and anyways, I tried it and I was amazed. Like it really doesn't budge, this stuff. It's completely waterproof and smudge proof. It doesn't go on or doesn't come off at all until you're ready to take it off, and it really does last you all day long. So it was amazing. Am I blurry? If I am, I'm just gonna switch over to my phone. I'm hardwired tonight, but we'll see. Anyway, so looks fine. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Let me know if it's blurry and I'll switch over. I don't want to do what I did last night. So anyways, then she had posted this graphic. You can get a wholesale account for $55, and that gives you access to all of our products at 20 to 50% off. So I thought, okay, well, if I'm going to be ordering more colors, which I knew I like right away had an addiction, I thought I may as well just sign up for this discount and just use it for myself. And I'm sure my mom and my sister would like to try it. With this company, there are no auto shipments or monthly quotas or anything. So you really can just join and use it just like you would a Costco membership. It's only $55 to get started, and then you can just order as much or as little as you want. So I thought, to me, that was a no-brainer. So I quickly joined, and I just thought, you know what, before I put in my first order, I'll just put a couple feelers out on Facebook and just see if anybody would be interested. So I started a little Facebook group, just very basically announced that these were the kind of colors and this was what LipSense was. And I was overwhelmed by the amount of people who sent me messages saying, what is this stuff? If you're backing it, I want in, I want to try it too, order me some. So it very quickly became a business for me. I was on mat leave at the time with my son, so it was something that I was just kind of doing as he was napping. And anyway, so it's been 4 months now, and I am not going back to work because Senegence is helping me to be able to stay home full time with my son, which is amazing and something that I totally did not expect ever to happen. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise. So that's my story. That's how I came to be here. And now Christine has joined our little team too. It's just an amazing group of women that do this. It's so much fun, not only from a business point of view, but even just the social network is something that you don't really expect. But it's just an awesome group of women. Everyone's so uplifting and motivating, and I just am having so much fun doing this, and it's helping me to be able to stay home with my son at the same time. So it's really awesome for me. So if anybody has any questions along the way, just feel free to comment. I will follow along in the comments as they come in, and I will try my best to answer any questions that you may have. So I thought tonight I would do a demonstration for you of Fly Girl. So I saw on Christine's page that it seems like the demographic, there's a lot of you that like these bright, bold colors. So I thought, especially with the sun starting to go down, I don't know how well the lighting is going to be. So I thought I would go with something that is nice and bold and bright so you can really see what I'm doing. How do you guys feel about that? Is that a color that you guys want to see? It's an awesome red. It's like the perfect date night. It's my anniversary tonight, so I thought I'll spice things up a little bit and throw on some Fly Girl at 8 o'clock at night. So LipSense, for those of you who don't know, is a long-lasting liquid lip color. It is completely waterproof, smudge-proof, it's gluten-free, it's vegan, it's kosher, it's non-GMO, it's never tested on animals. It molecularly bonds to your lips, so it's going to last you all day long. For some people, when you first start using it, it might not last you as long, but it should last you minimum 4 hours. So 4 to 18 hours, it's amazing. There's no other lipstick like it on the market. It's not a lip stain, so it's not going to dry out your lips. And the more frequently you use it, so if you use it on a daily basis like I do, you will have no problem with it lasting, and the more frequently that you use it, the longer and longer it's going to last. So it is a system. A sassy pink. You know what? I didn't bring out my Sassy Z. I have Goddess, but it's a little bit lighter. It's similar to Sassy Z, but it's a bit more purple than Sassy Z, I would say, rather than pink. But it is a very pretty color. Actually, I have it on my hand here. Oh, I don't know if you can see. I'll try my best. That first one there. I know it's kind of hard to see. Okay, so some people are on board with Fly Girl. I think we'll go for that. It'll just be really easy to see what I'm doing just because it's such a bright color. I think the Goddess, it'll just be a little bit too light, so you might not see exactly what I'm doing. So LipSense is a system. So when you first order your starter collection, you will order one color of your choice. We have 36 different colors to choose from. And then you will also get a glossy gloss, and you will get your remover. You can see that mine's starting to turn a little bit pink because as you use it, the color kind of comes off in the bottle, but that's fine. That's normal. So you need all three to start with, and then once you have your gloss and your remover, then you can order individual colors, no problem. But glossy gloss, everybody needs to have glossy gloss. We do offer other glosses, but you need glossy to seal in the color. So even if you are going to use a matte gloss or an opal gloss or any of the other ones, you still need to apply glossy first. Just a very thin layer, or even put it on and then dab it off a little bit, just because glossy is going to seal in the color the best. It's the most moisturizing gloss that we have. And then you can go over top with whichever other gloss you want. So like I said, LipSense molecularly bonds to your lips. We always apply it in 3 layers. So the reason for that is the first layer is going to interact with your skin's natural pH. The third layer, the last layer that we put on, is going to interact with your daily environment. So things like food and even just talking, the friction that you're going to just encounter throughout the day from your lips rubbing together. So essentially your second layer is protected in between the first and the third, and that's really going to allow it to last for that full day. Hi, Agnes. Hi, Patty. Hi, oh no, that was Alfie. Stephanie. If you're on here, say hello so we can see who's watching. Okay, so you always want to start with clean and dry lips. That's very important. I didn't even bring my mirror. That's okay. No, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab my mirror. Talk amongst yourselves. Everybody write down, how do you know Christine? Where is my mirror? Do you know where my mirror is? Okay, sorry about that. I'm not prepared. I have everything else laid out in front of me, but I forgot my mirror. I know sometimes I always forget my mirror. If you've ever watched my videos, I'm constantly forgetting my mirror. So I usually just do it right in the camera because I can see the playback. But yeah, I had second thoughts because Fly Girl, I'll definitely do a terrible job with it because it is a darker color. So you really need to take your time with it. Patty knows Christine through work, and Agnes from high school. Oh, no way. So your parents moved then, Agnes? Okay, so I'm cleaning my lips with witch hazel. So you can just get witch hazel at the drugstore. I just had some in my cupboard. So you just clean your lips with that. I'm just using like a lint-free cosmetic pad or whatever it's called, and then you just want to really make sure that they're dry. So the LipSense is going to bond to your lips, and you really just want to make sure that they're dry. Okay, so don't skip out on this step. It's very important. So because LipSense is smudge proof, when you rub your lips together like you normally would when you put on lipstick, you know how you do it and then you go back and forth like that to kind of spread it around and get on the inside and everything. LipSense, once it's dry, you're not going to be able to do that. So you need to make sure that you're really drying inside the waterline and applying color in that area as well. So I'll show you a trick as well. You want to always shake it up. This is a very important step too. So give it a really good shake, even for like 15 or 30 seconds. You'll hear that there's a ball inside there. That's the clicking noise. And there is a cosmetic grade alcohol, and this acts as the transport medium that delivers the color pigment to your lips. So if you, as a first-time LipSense user, you may find the first time it tingles a little bit when you put it on. That's probably because your lips are dry and you have tiny microscopic cracks in your lips. You might not even know, but you might feel a little bit of a tingling sensation when you first put your LipSense on, and that's just the cosmetic grade alcohol. Nothing like rubbing alcohol, and is not going to dry them out, but you might feel that just evaporating off of your lips. So just be forewarned. It shocks a couple people, but nothing major. But you just know that you might have that sensation when you first put it on. Doesn't mean you're having a reaction to it or anything. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can line your lips using the tip of the application wand. Patty, am I back? Can you still see me? Okay, so when you pull out the wand, you're going to have a lot of excess product. So you always want to be doing very, very thin layers. So you can just scrape off gently all of the excess. Can somebody just comment and let me know if I'm still okay here? Sorry about that. Technology is just not my friend. I was having problems last night, so I just want to make sure that everyone else can see okay. See the flowers my husband got me for my anniversary? Aren't they pretty? Okay. So using the tip of the application wand, so you can see that it is beveled. So I'm just going to use the tip and I'm going to go in and I'm going to line my lips. All right, so I look like I have a mustache right now. Very attractive, right? You'll be doing this in your bathroom by yourself, hopefully for the first few times anyways, until you get the hang of it. It is a little bit tricky to apply the first couple of times. It's a learning curve because we're trained to go back and forth with every single lipstick that we have, right? So it's a little bit different. So I'll just tell you what I'm going to do before I actually do it because I won't be able to talk as well. So when you put your LipSense on, you want to do it in one swift motion. So you're not going back and forth. You want to keep your lips parted and tight. And you're going to allow it to dry in between each layer. So what you want to do is you want to start from one corner and you want to go right to the other side of your mouth. I have a bigger bottom lip, so you'll see I do one swipe on the outer lip and then I do one swipe on the inner lip. And then on the top, I'll start at my Cupid's bow or peak or whatever it's called, and I will go out one direction and then out in the other direction. Sometimes I do on the inside too. It kind of depends if I hit that or not with the wand the first time. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to keep my lips apart and I'm just going to allow it to dry before I do my second and third layer. Hey Nikki. Did Patty find her way back? Does anyone know if Patty's watching? Okay, so again, really thin layers, so I'm just scraping off most of the product that's on here. This stuff is going to last you so long because you use so little of it. So one tube of LipSense is actually the equivalent of 4 tubes of your regular lipstick, which is amazing. So it's going to last you so long. If you wore the same color every single day, and that was it, you would just apply it once in the morning, you would be able to use this same product for like 6 months or more. And it's not going to dry out on you. It has a shelf life of 3 years. And because of that cosmetic grade alcohol that's in there, it's not going to dry out. That also helps it to dry really quickly. And it keeps your application wand sanitized. So, you know, somebody else you could let your friend borrow it or whatever, and you don't have to worry about all those gross germs. Okay, so here we go. So you'll notice I did not go back and forth. Very important. Okay. Looking good already. Okay, Patty, look at what I found today. And it matches. I planned this. So we're just gonna let those lips dry. It shouldn't take very long, but it's very important. So just stick it out and do it right the first time. Otherwise, it's not gonna last as long and it's gonna peel off in a couple hours and you're not gonna be impressed. So just really let it dry. I know. This fan. I was at the dollar store and I was just walking around and this was like, it wasn't even on the shelf. It was just packaged up like this, like on the floor. And I picked it up and I was like, no, is that what that is? And I thought, oh, this would be so perfect. So I had to grab it. It was only $1. So I'm very happy with my find. Okay, so that feels nice and dry. I'm just going to give it another shake. You always want to make sure it's nice and mixed up. Otherwise, it can go on a little bit streaky looking. Sometimes the pigment gets settled in the bottom. So just make sure that you're always shaking it. Okay. As you do your colors, your layers, sorry, you're building the color each time. So when you do your first layer, it's going to look a little bit light, and then as you do your second and third layer, it's going to get darker and darker. You always want to do those 3 layers. If you're happy with your LipSense after just 1 layer, we have a clear LipSense just for that reason. So you can order that. It's called Icicle. And what that does is you would just use that as your second and third layer, or some people use Icicle as a base and then their color sandwiched in the middle and then Icicle on top. And then you're just going to have the look of 1 layer of color. That makes sense. This is Fly Girl Agnes. All right, let that layer dry. Another thing that's really interesting and something that I love about LipSense is because it's smudge proof. Sorry, I'm talking funny right now. Because it's smudge proof, you can overline your lips and make them look even bigger than they are. So if you are somebody who has thin lips, then just outline them a little bit bigger and it's not going to smudge or not going to come off. So you can make that illusion that your lips are bigger. Yes, Agnes, you definitely need this color. It would look so good on you. The darker colors I find take a little bit longer to dry, so like I said, just be patient and just really make sure that it feels dry before going in with your next layer. Can everybody just do Christine a favor right now and share this video? Because she's just starting out, it really helps when you can share all of her posts and videos that she's going to do. So if everyone wouldn't mind, just share this video so that we can reach even more people and just really get the word out. Okay. That feels pretty good. This is going to be hard to get off. I think I'm probably going to have to wear it to bed tonight. Just take it off tomorrow. So I should mention that too while I think of it. So if you put on a LipSense color, because you're always doing 3 layers, right? So if you put it on and then an hour later decided you wanted to take it off, you can. The Oops Remover is not a magic erase marker. It's not going to take it off right away. You really need to allow it to soak in and kind of rub your lips together to get the color to start to break down. And then you're going to just use like a warm, wet washcloth just in circular motions, and it should take it off. But if you're just doing it after only wearing it for 1 hour, if you just put it on and then you find, oh, I didn't really like this color today, I want to do something else, it's going to be a little bit difficult to get off, and you might actually do some damage to your lips because you're trying so hard to get it off. But if you are wearing it for the whole course of the day, those layers that you are applying, so you have your 3 layers, right? They're naturally going to start to break down. So like I was saying in the beginning, the foods that you eat and the friction of you just from talking throughout the day is going to naturally start to break the color down, and your pH of your skin. All those things kind of factor in. So towards the end of the day, if you've had it on for like 12 hours, it shouldn't be a problem to take it off. You should be able to just put the Oops Remover on, allow it to soak in, rub your lips together for like 30 seconds, and then just wipe it away with a washcloth. The darker colors, you might need to do that step twice. So just no. But you know what? I think that that's a fabulous thing because that's what you're paying for, right? You want a lipstick that is going to actually be long lasting, not just say that it is. This stuff is for real. So yeah, I'm quite happy to have to work to get it off sometimes. All right, last layer. I've only done 2, I think, right? Sometimes I lose track. Okay. And if you don't get it right the first time, you've got 2 more times to get it right. So don't worry, don't go back over it, just let it dry. You might have missed a spot, or if it went on streaky the first time, that's fine. Just let it dry and then you'll correct it the second or third time with those layers. I brought my opal gloss out, Alyssa, so maybe I'll seal in the color with the glossy, and then I'll show you what opal gloss will do. I haven't seen it myself, so I kind of want to try to. All right. Oh, I feel like I got a little bit on my tooth there when I was applying it. Okay. Woo. Okay, we're all good. All right. I love this color. Such a sexy color. Sexy red. Perfect for a night out for sure. I would have never worn a color like this ever, because I would be too scared that it would come off and that it would get on my teeth. You know, it bleeds onto your chin, all these things that are just so embarrassing when you wear bright colors. But now that I found LipSense, I started out with light colors, I'm not gonna lie, but I have been wearing the bold ones. Like, they're my go-to colors now, just because you can be so confident that you put it on in the morning and it's going to last you your whole workday. It's awesome. It really is. When you first start using LipSense, I wanted to say this in the beginning and just reminded me. So you may go through an exfoliation phase. So I should just touch on that for any new users, just if it happens to you, that you are aware of it. So the exfoliation phase, a lot of people go through this, and usually it's because we are so used to putting wax-based products on our lips. So this can be things like chapstick, bliss sticks, wax-based lipsticks, Burt's Bees, all of those things, they are filled with wax. And what that does is it's creating a barrier over our lips, and it's not allowing your natural exfoliation to happen. So what happens is all of these dead skin cells, so your skin cells naturally will go through a cycle. So every 20 to 28 days, your skin cells die and then new ones replace the old ones. When we coat our lips in wax, it's not allowing that to happen. So what you get is a bunch of dead skin cells that build up on the surface of your lips, and they just keep building up and building up along with all of that wax along the way. And it really dries out our lips. It causes them to crack, and then we just crave it more and more, and we just keep putting the wax on, and we get into this cycle where it just keeps happening and happening. So when you start using LipSense, LipSense is wax free. It actually works terribly with wax. So when you get your LipSense, throw away all those other products. Please do not use them anymore. It will be counteractive. Your LipSense will not last because it's not properly bonding to your lips when there's the wax buildup on them. So when you're using LipSense, it's going to start to break down all those skin cells, those dead skin cells that have built up on your lips and all of that wax, and it's going to get rid of it all. And what's left is lips that can actually breathe again for the first time and start to naturally exfoliate. So you may find that in the first couple of weeks, may only happen for a couple of days. It might happen for a week. Some people have said it can even be a month. For me, it was, I think, about 4 days that happened, but your lips may flake a little bit, like they will feel like they're a little bit dry. So it's not the LipSense, it's just the fact that all that dead skin is finally allowing to come off your lips because it's been trapped under all that wax for so long. So the solution for that during that time is just to gloss, gloss, gloss. The Glossy Gloss is going to be your best friend. It's the most moisturizing gloss we have. It has vitamin E and shea butter, and it is just going to do wonders to repair your lips. So just gloss all the time, frequently throughout the day. And even wear it to bed. I was wearing Glossy Gloss to bed all the time in the beginning, and it just helps to speed up that process. And once you go through that exfoliation, your lips are going to never feel better. They're going to be so smooth. They're going to feel more full. I said to my husband, it looks like I got lip injections because my lips had never been so plump. It was shocking to me. They felt so good, and I have not used Blistex since then, and my LipSense lasts the full 18 hours, absolutely. So that's your little story about the exfoliation phase. Does anybody have any questions about that? So you can now go in with your gloss, and you can go back and forth with the gloss, that's fine. I'm just going to put a little bit on because I'm going to show you what the Opal Gloss does. So you can rub your lips together finally. I feel like I didn't make my lips very symmetrical. I kind of went over the lines a bit here. They're not very even, but that's okay. Let me make sure I don't have anything in my teeth. So this is Fly Girl. It's a beautiful red color, perfect for date night. It also makes your teeth look very white. It's an awesome color. Absolutely love it. I brought out some of my other colors. Christine, I know you put in a bulk order and have a lot on the way. I brought out some that are in stock right now, I do believe. So I will just kind of hold them up to the camera to show you. So this is our color Goddess. It's a really, really pretty purpley, sorry, I'm like, can't find my camera here. Purpley pink. It's a very natural looking color. It's one of my go-to everyday colors. This is Dawn Rising. I was really scared to try this color because it does look a little bit brown and gold, sort of. I thought that it was going to make me look very like retro. I don't know. Like disco or something. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. But it is a very nice light neutral color, and it's also a shimmer, one of our shimmer colors. So it has flecks of sparkle in it, and it just really picks up the light very nicely, and I really like it. So I'm definitely going to put this one on again. Plum Pretty, another one I was too scared to try for a long time. This one is like a red kind of copper color. It looks very brown as I'm holding it up, I see, but it is a lot more red. I have it on my hand too, but I don't know how well. Okay, I'll show you that after. I'll go through. Roseberry, I had this one on earlier today if anybody saw my video. This is a really pretty pink. It's like almost a mix between a red and a pink, and it's just a really fun, bright summer color. And Apple Cider. This is another really great neutral color, perfect for every day. Very warm, kind of a pinky orange brown sort of color. So I have them, those ones I just showed you, I have them all on my hand here, so I can just run through. So this is, if I can figure out my camera, I've got Apple Cider on the top. It looks a little bit darker as I'm holding it up. Roseberry. Both of those are matte colors. This is Plum Pretty here, so it's a lot more red on my skin than it looks in the tube, but it is a shimmer, no, it is a frost color, sorry, so it's got that really frosty look. And then Dawn Rising, see how it's like a really nice light brown, but it's got the fleck, so it really picks up that light. And then Goddess on the bottom is like a really nice purple, purpley pink. Oh, that's a good shot, I think. Can you guys see that okay? So that's what I brought out for you. So who wants to see Opal gloss? So we have 11 different types of glosses. There are a few that are available to order right now, and I'm not sure if Christine got an assortment of them or not, but I'm pretty sure she picked up some matte gloss. So we have this. It looks very cloudy in the tube. That's normal. So when you put on, like I said, you always want to apply glossy first and either just let it soak in or dab it off gently. But you always need to put glossy on, just because if you don't, if you put these other glosses on right on top of the color, it's going to start to break down the color. It doesn't work as well as glossy. Glossy is specifically formulated to seal in the color on your lips, so always make sure that you just put a little thin layer of glossy on before you do any of the other ones. I love glossy myself, so that's always my go-to gloss. I've always got like 3 of them, so if you're ordering, I suggest definitely in the beginning, I went through so many glosses. So like I probably went through my first one in like 2 weeks. Now I can use one maybe a month, but I use it pretty frequently. But in the beginning, when I was going through that exfoliation phase, I was like glossing all the time, glossing when I went to bed. And then I had an extra one in my purse. You know, I always forget them, so leave one in your car or wherever, right? Just somewhere that you can apply it quickly and you have it conveniently located. So the matte gloss is really cool technology. It's going to like take off all of the shine and just give you a matte look. So it's kind of like an oxymoron, but it's very neat. So anybody who doesn't like the glossy look, like I said, it will soak in and it'll kind of turn matte after a while anyways if you don't reapply your gloss, but it is suggested, like, put your gloss on before you eat, and if you keep reapplying it throughout the day, like, it's going to add that extra layer of protection. So if you really want it to last the longest, then you need to kind of keep reapplying the gloss because it does come off, but you can let it soak in. And then we have Pearl Gloss, which is kind of like a milky sort of look, for a lack of a better way to describe it. It's kind of got like white-ish sparkles to it. It's really, really pretty. Like pearly, right? And then opal gloss. Opal is like opal jewelry, so it's got that pinky purple iridescent shine to it. I'm gonna put it on for you. I didn't even show you. So once your color is on, it doesn't come off. So you can see the gloss will come off, but I am rubbing my lips and absolutely nothing. Like, it's not going to get anywhere. It's not going to get onto my teeth. It's not going to come off. Okay, let's see what. So I'll just dab off the glossy. And you can see the color does not come off onto the tissue. Make sure it's the right one. Ooh, it shocked me the first time I put opal gloss on because it changes the color so much. And because it wears off, you can go from this color and then go back to that red that I had before just by, like, once this opal gloss wears off, then I can go back to wearing glossy. This looks awesome. I love all these funky colors though. So that is Fly Girl with opal gloss. Very cool, isn't it? Just changes the look entirely. All right, so does anybody have any questions about LipSense? I feel like I covered everything I wanted to today. Or any of the girls who are on here, can you think of anything that I didn't mention? Oh, I should also say, so because you're always applying your LipSense in 3 layers, you can create combinations. So so today I just did 3 layers of Fly Girl, but you could do 1 layer of Fly Girl and 2 layers of Goddess, and then create your own shade. So with 2, excuse me, with 2 different LipSense colors, you can create 8 different shades because with the 3 layers, you can create that many different combinations. So you can do 3 layers of Fly Girl, 3 layers of Glossy, 1 layer of Fly Girl, 2 of Goddess, sorry, not Glossy. You can do Fly Girl, Goddess, Fly Girl. So you know what I mean? You can create all these different combinations. So just with 2 LipSense colors, you can get essentially 8 different custom shades for your lips. So that is something that's totally unique. Like when you go to the store and you buy 2 different lipsticks, yeah, sure, you can blend them and create a new color, but that's just 1 extra one. But with the way that you're layering it, you're gonna get 8. And then if you add in another color, if you have 3 colors, now you can create 27 different shades. So the more you have, the more custom colors you can create. I'm always playing around with them. Very often you'll catch me with combinations just because it's so much fun to see what you can come up with. And then you add in the gloss that you can throw on top of that, and it just, the looks that you can create with LipSense is absolutely amazing. So it's totally worth the money. It is completely smudge proof, completely waterproof, kiss proof. It's not going to come off on your husband or your babies. I don't know, it's out of this world, really. The best thing I've ever found. That's why I sell it, because I love it that much. Anyways, that's my little tutorial for you ladies this evening. So I hope you learned something about LipSense. If anybody has any questions, you can reach out to Christine, and if she doesn't know the answer, she can come to me. and we will figure it out for you together. If anybody wants to order, I know Christine has placed a big order. I assume that she probably has it by now, but I'm not too sure. So make sure that you're grabbing your starter collections again, which is one color of your choice, your glossy gloss and your oops remover, and then if you want to add in any additional colors or extra glosses on top of that, then you can do that as individuals. And yeah. And then once you fall in love with LipSense, then you can dabble into the skincare line and the rest of the cosmetics because they are equally as amazing. I love this color. I'm just like, ooh. Very cool. I'm gonna have to do this one again. All right, ladies, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go spend some time with my husband because it's our anniversary. I'll just wait for one more minute to see if any questions or comments come in. Look, no lip marks. Amazing. All right, and share this video. Get the word out for Christine. Tell all your friends. Thank you. Okay, bye, ladies.